So this is for all you meatheads out there, and I love you. God bless you. I'm a meathead too. I'm just not like. There's different levels of meathead, right? Different levels. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably be like about a 5, 6 range. But most gyms around the country have your level 8, 9, and 10 meathead, right? And these are the meatheads whose sole purpose is to make, you know, the gym, that's like their, that's the it factor in their life. That's what they got going on. Everything they do revolves around their gym time, their gym experience. That goes from the clothing that they spend all their money on to their water jugs, to their the tanning membership that maybe they have at the gym or somewhere else. Time spent at the beach working on their tan, all these other things, so to make or enhance their 2 hours at the gym. Why am I going on and on about this? In all my time working in different facilities, I at one point was a general manager of a fitness center. And one of the trainers that I hired, young promising prospect, was this meathead looking guy named Rob. And Rob was not competitive in bodybuilding or competitive in powerlifting, but he had a fair amount of muscle on him, which I pretty quickly identified as performance enhanced, okay, which aka steroids. So I called him out on it. Once I brought him in because he seemed like a good to go guy. He had a nice way about him. He was good. The client seemed to like him. And several weeks after bringing him on board, I was like, "So Rob, how long have you been using?" You know, and he was like, "I'm not using." And I said, "No, I'm pretty sure you are. It's kind of obvious to me, anyway." And he, for months, would not own up to the fact that he was on some sauce. And sometimes we'd work out together. And he, on some lifts, was stronger than I was. Of course, he also had a little bit of an age, there's probably a good 10-year age difference there. He had a 10-year advantage on me. Might even been more than that. And but on some lifts, I would really critique his form. Like, he would do all his squats were always in a Smith machine. And I was like, dude, you gotta do squats like regular squats. I'm not impressed by like 4 plates on each side in a Smith machine. So we had like a leg press workout one day, and I was sure to, I think, like 10 or 11 plates on each side. I was sure to get at least one more rep than he did on the set, just to prove that a natural guy can still be pretty strong. So anyway, about this time, it's about 6 months after he's been working there, he finally, we're talking again, and I'm like, dude, when are you gonna just own up that you're on some stuff? And he just looks at me and he's like, all right, blah, blah, blah. And then he finally gets into like how he used to be the skinny guy. And I don't know if I even ever saw a picture of him, but I remember talking about how, he was like, 160, 70 pound guy, skinny. He was a hard gainer, had a hard time adding muscle. And then so once he went on, I mean, he probably outweighed me by a good 10 to 20 pounds. So he easily must have been like 2.25 to maybe up to like 240. So it's a good size, about 6 feet tall or whatever, about 230, 240. And anyway, what's the purpose behind your saucing it up or using performance enhanced drugs? Are you using them to perform better in competition, either in bodybuilding or in powerlifting? Which I'm not saying, hey, go for it, but have a purpose with it. If your purpose is just purely because you just want to feel better about yourself or look better or be perceived better at the gym. To each his own. People are going to do whatever they're going to do, right? But that was always my one thing when kind of just thinking, hey, you're causing your body, man, a lot of, first of all, do you even know what you're putting into your system? Where are you getting it from? Have you done some research? But, are you taking other measures to, make sure that your body is getting cleaned out and because obviously there are diminishing returns on using stuff like that. It does affect our health long term, and regardless of whatever people want to have you believe, in the long run, a lot of guys that are on stuff for a long period of time end up with real serious health problems down the road. So just know why you're using stuff and know what it is you're using. Do some research, and hope this was helpful in some way. And for guys who've been around in the world of muscle and fitness for many, many years, if you're on, and guys like me are going to be able to spot you. It's obvious. I know what the human body looks like when it's enhanced and when it's natural, and it's just, you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes or anyone else's. Some people are naive, but lots of us in the industry are not. So thanks for watching. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench. We'll see you next time.